Over the weekend, the hashtag FreeVDM topped the trends after activist Martin Sorshe, also known as Verydarkman, was arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission outside a Guaranty Trust Bank branch in Abuja. His arrest followed his public criticism of the bank for allegedly making unauthorized withdrawals from his mother's account. Well, according to his lawyer, Deji Adeyoju, VDM was ambushed by EFCC operatives and trapped inside GTB's exit door for over 5 minutes, a move he claims was a deliberate ploy to allow the anti-graft officers to effect his arrest. Many Nigerians, including VDM's brother, Mark Vincent Oshe, have accused the bank of complicity in the arrest and called for a boycott of the bank.
Everybody have been saying, come out and protest, come out and protest. Definitely, we are coming out on Monday. I'm not going to lie to you. We are coming out on Monday. We are coming out, me, myself, my family. I, Mark Vincent, I'm coming to GT Bank, Area 3 branch on Monday to withdraw my money, my small money I get with now. I'm going to withdraw my money. I'm going to make sure my family members withdraw their money. I'm going to make sure every Ratel withdraw their money from GTB Bank. We are not coming to fight you people, but we are coming out in mass, believe me. We are coming out in mass. We are not coming to play with you people. We are coming to do business on your ground. We are coming to take what is rightfully ours, which is our money. Well, GT Bank, you have done well. Now, let's play your game. We are not going to do the usual protest whereby everybody to come outside the shower, because we don't already know how those things they end. In the end, now we'll come to suffer. They'll come to arrest people. Now we'll come to send people, they'll come spoil the protest for us. But we are not about that, man. We are now wise. You get, we have knowledge, which is our own power too now. We are going to come and we are going to withdraw our money peacefully. GT Bank, if you like, close, if you like, no close. But believe me, from Monday till the end of next week, back to back withdrawal. No worry. That's our business now. We don't come for now.
All right, today is Monday. Today is a day set for the, assumed protests by VDM's family and the Ratel group and people that are visibly upset with GT Bank. But GT Bank has released a security footage showing that Verydarkman was not apprehended in the bank. Well, here is the footage showing VDM exiting the bank, according to the Chief Communication Officer of GT Bank, Oyinde Adegite. VDM posted on his social media pages that he was visiting GT Bank branch in Garki to resolve the alleged issue with his mother's account. He concluded his business successfully and left our branch, as seen in the CCTV footage. As you can see here, his subsequent arrest is unrelated to his visit to the bank branch in Garki. We saw this footage circulating, released by the Vanguard newspaper, and we did see that VDM had left the premises of the bank. So, I mean, it does show that, appears that GT Bank has nothing to do with his arrest. But, I'll take a tweet from this person, Alexis, who wrote, "So eventually, VDM was not apprehended at GT Bank premises. So everybody can rest now and stop accusing the bank that knows nothing about it. It is the EFCC and not the bank. VDM has been making videos about them. I think it's because of the video they apprehended him." Meanwhile, Deji Adeyoju has threatened to take legal actions against the EFCC and GT Bank for the alleged inhumane treatment meted out to his clients. In a preliminary statement, VDM's legal team stated that their client and his associate, CPAC, were forcefully arrested at gunpoint outside a GT Bank in the presence of VDM's mother. They were allegedly beaten while blindfolded, labeled as bandits, and threatened. The legal team visited the EFCC and were shown an arrest warrant for VDM on allegations of cyber stalking issued by a magistrate in Wuse Zone 2. However, no formal charge or allegation was disclosed against VDM's associate, CPAC. In the meantime, social media have been awash with reactions to VDM's arrest, with many, including musicians Seun Kuti and Davido, demanding his release. Also, videos of foreigners calling out the EFCC and the federal government of Nigeria over his arrest have since gone viral. Let's take a look.
Hello, EFCC. This is a serious warning, and I hope you guys listen very well. You cannot arrest Verydarkman, a freedom fighter, like a Tories leader. You guys should free Verydarkman within the next 48 hours.
I hope my brother Verydarkman has been arrested by EFCC, like all brothers. Ross is very angry because he's a good person. And it's not just empty talking. Let me tell you how I got to know Verydarkman. There was a Tanzanian named Peter who took Ross issues, was 1 million in cash, and he tried to teach me. Nigeria's brothers told me to seek VDM's help. I just messaged my problem to VDM, and the next day, he make a video to expose it. Later, Ross get a little money back. He was willing to help a stranger, Chinese, without any reward. So Ross says he's a good person, and impossible to have done anything illegal. So I want to say to the Nigeria government, so I think you arrested VDM because he often speaks out on those public issues. You cannot solve the problem. So you choose to silence those who racism. Isn't that shameless? Nigeria brothers, please share this video and leave your supportive comments. Tell the government that it's a democratic and a free country. It should tolerate critical voice because all Nigeria wants their country to become better and stronger. Please release VDM immediately.
All right. The hashtag free VDM. Rufai, all loud go. What is going on with the EFCC at this point?
Let me go back historically. Yesterday I was watching a documentary of Stalin, Russia, where people that didn't align were taken, were sent up to gulags, were sent up to concentration places. And I also remember the history of the Gestapo. The way and manner the EFCC or multi-agency I'm now hearing from my investigation did take the VDM was a Gestaporic style, and it's an aberration in a democracy. If you claim that you have petitions written against him, it is not you that you are the judge, executioner, and everything in the case. You let him have his day in courts. Today, you have violated his rights. You've kept him on there. And then some people will come and quote Akja. You've kept him on there for all these hours, passing the threshold of keeping people before you charge him to court. Till today, we've not had an official message out by the EFCC, which from my investigation, I discovered that it's a joint security body thing.
Yes.
It's not only the EFCC. And you were taken in that manner, blindfolded, pushed into a car in a Gestaporic style. We want to believe Nigeria is a democracy, but we don't believe so sometimes. We want to believe that the days of Abacha is long over, but we don't believe so sometimes. Because those days of Abacha was the days of rage in this country, where you watch what you said. But we don't believe so, because of what is happening in this country as we speak. Like Africa, China, say, rich man, not wasting money. They're not going to see him face for crime fighter. If you have petition written against the man, call the man forward to come and accept his petition. Why arresting him in that style? Until today, after many hours, the EFCC nor any government agency have not issued a statement.
Yes, we've reached out to them. We have a right to hear from them.
I have also reached out to the people I know in the EFCC.
Yes.
They've not issued a statement today.
They've not issued a statement till now.
So it is a very sad one for Nigeria. And the question is VDM today, who is next? When are they going to do right? In this is a country, we see how people violate the law and they move off. It's in this country we had Yaya Bello that could resist arrest. We are not saying, please don't investigate him based on petitions written. All we are saying is, do it in a clean way.
That's it.
And let the rule of law take its course. Let him have his day in court.
All right. Well, Vimbai, in the wake of all that drama, an old video of the late Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti during a tour with his Africa 70 band in Berlin in 1978, where he told the audience about what happens when you speak the truth, has gone viral. Let's take a look.
When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Then when you are very strong and you talk again, they may kill you. They may even burn your house down, like they burnt my house down at home. Now, when they burn my house finish, some friends who are very, Africans know they are very afraid of life. Hey, fella, yourself, don't talk the truth again. You see, they come and tell you not to say the truth again. Then I tell them, I say, them never hear anything at all. Then go hear, pansa pansa. Pansa pansa means they will hear more and more and more until they can hear no more, because the truth can never die.
The late Afrobeat legend, the truth can never die. You always know that he spoke truth to power, and we're seeing that the Verydarkman also was following in his footsteps.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, it's also important to put some historical context to what was happening in Berlin in what year was that? 1978.
Yes.
Because we know that that's before the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Yes.
And it was at the height of the Cold War, when there were tensions between the East and the West,
Yes.
communism, anti-communism, and so forth. It was a massive time, definitive moment in the global world order. So for him to go and perform and, you know, especially what he was saying at the time, as much as it is revolutionary now, at that point was even more revolutionary. And it just reminds us of why it's important to have advocates, to have revolutionaries, to have people who don't fit into conformity, but are bold enough to call a spade whenever they see it as such, because it's not always the easy thing to do. So to see Fela doing that, and to now see that, sadly, this message resonates with so many people today, is an indictment on where we are going. It's an indictment on when we're going, because we're supposed to look at this historically and say, look how far we've come. It shouldn't be almost nostalgic and say, oh my goodness, you know, different day, different trouble, I think is what they say. Also the fact that as much as they say history doesn't repeat itself, history rhymes. So I think it's an important time for us to reflect. Yesterday was World Press Freedom Day, and again there was some scathing comments that were made by Sarah, by some of the civil society organizations against what is currently happening. They're saying that press freedom is not what we're enjoying here in Nigeria at the moment. And now just to tie it all up, before you move on to your next story, we can't forget Verydarkman's mother.
Yes.
Because her whereabouts are also still not confirmed. And even if he has something to answer for, I can't imagine why we would keep an elderly woman in custody for this long. Because I don't believe she is the subject of any investigation.
Well, I doubt that they arrested her.
They say that her whereabouts is not.
That was over the weekend.
Have they found her? Because
I think even there was one of his brother that was at the scene. He has also been brought back, and in fact even granted an interview.
Is back as well.
So I don't think there's anything.
So I wanted to be sure about that.
Yes, and thank you for highlighting that. Actually.